good morning. We're actually in natural light, so I can finally show you that. That was terrible last night. It's the 14th today. We are not far off getting stuff in the car, getting on the motorway, getting down to see my girl. So quite excited. Anyway, I have done a little bit more stitching into the butterfly, and I just want to show it you the way it actually looks. There. So this morning I've just put some white in, done its eyes, done this bit here, and I've done this white up here as well, filled in a little bit more here. I was ever so tired last night, I could barely speak, couldn't think. But I'd been sleeping and then I woke up and went, I haven't done a video. So, whoa, come on light, there we go. So that's where the butterfly got to. I think it's roughly about 14%, so I think I've done most on that one than I've done on any of the others so far. And I've got my bag number 14 to open. Oh, it's opened itself. So it's a whip today. What have we got for today? Have a little look. What I've got today, night walk down, which actually is probably going to be quite a nice one to take with me because I need to get on with this, and I can just do a little bit of something quite straightforward like her dress. I think I've started doing some of her dress. Anyway, I'll find out where I am. So that's where I am with it, and I have not worked on this for probably 2 years. So what I need to do is take this out of the Q-snap and fold it up, because odds on I'm going to pull another one tomorrow. So that's where we are. Dragonfly, ladybird, butterfly. But if I pull up, got a needle in my teeth. If I pull another one tomorrow, because it's new start tomorrow, I'll need it with me. So 14 there, and so let's see what I've got in my bag. I need night walk downs, project bag. Right, night walks down, project bag there. Right, so that's that there. Yeah, I'm possibly just going to do a little bit of her dress. I think, a bit croaky this morning. What's that? Oh, I'll just put the needle through. There you go. I have a funny feeling that the needle's gone a bit rusty. It's been a long time since I stitched on this. Anyway, let's get that lined up. And I'll show you where we're starting from. I don't know how many stitches I'm going to get in today. I'll either get loads or I'll get none. It's going to be one or the other, isn't it? Right, so I've put in there where the cat is because her dress goes behind the cat, and I've got a little start on whatever the dress, purple of the dress, which is going to be I think it's this one here, which is a classic Colourworks cashmere, which, as you can see, kind of varies through mauve into like a silvery grey. So I think that's what that was intended for. So I'm going to keep that out, pull out the pattern, paper pattern for this one. Yes, that's where I've started. Right, that's where I am. I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to bring this with me. I'm going to be quite selective with what I bring. New start wise, okay, 15, 16 there. Got my 2 bags to bring with me. I'm trying not to handle them because as soon as I touch them I tend to know what's in them. But I didn't know what was in that one then. So I'm going to leave the rest of my Advent things there. And I'm going to bring just a couple of, I've used those, I've used that, used that. I've not used that. I've used all of those. Right, so I'm bringing the things that it could be. That's my one for today. I'll put the picture back in. See, mine's completely different because this was back in the days when I didn't use the charted colours. I made everything up as I went along, and slowly I've gone to using the more charted things. Right, hopefully today I'm going to get some treasure hunt bookshelf stitches. So I've got him here. Here we go. That's where it looks right now. I'm not going to move the Q-snap. I'm just going to try and work within where we are so that you can see a good change. All I have with me is 310 and 823. That's all I've got. So it's only going to be dark colours. I figure dark colours on the light Ada is going to be my best chance of stitching in the car. But I think this is going to be my in-car stitch. Right guys, I'm going to get my bits and pieces from here that I need to take with me. Get my stitchy bits in the car, and just in case, that's another one I need to remember to pull. I need to get my two colours out. Oh, you're on my box of DMC for Modern Folk Embroidery, just in case that's the whip for Saturday, because I'll need it. Right, but it might not be. But I'm running out of whips now, so I've got to try and remember which ones could come up and feasibly have me stitch on. Right guys, I will see you at some point today, probably when we're a lot further south than we are right now. Righto, bye bye for now.
Very weird clouds this morning. Down into the lakes. Really good clouds going on here. Look, it's been stuck in the valley, and it's being schlepped up now back into the atmosphere. So it must have been quite foggy this morning, but look at it, isn't it amazing? And we're just dropping down to go past Kendal, I think. Oh yeah, it's T-Bay. It's past T-Bay. Yeah. But the clouds are being very peculiar this morning. So they're going back up to join up. This is Gibson. I don't know if you've met Gibson before. He's the little talisman that comes with us whenever we go down to get Maddie from Cambridge. So yeah, peculiar clouds this morning. And some hills, mostly obscured in cloud.
Hi guys, welcome to the second half of December the 14th. 10 days off Christmas Eve. Wow. Okay, I've relocated to a Premier Inn. Where are we? Harlow, I think? Down near London somewhere. Anyway, we got here late afternoon, chilled out a bit, been and had some food. Back now just watching the news, and I thought, righto, that's enough stitching, time to do my video. So I've actually done a fair bit of stitching. I did get quite a bit done in the car. I'm quite impressed that I can stitch in the car. Just seen a couple of clips of this morning. The weather was bonkers to start off with. It was, oh, I've just dropped a magnet on the floor. I'll pick that up in a minute, sorry. Just dropped a magnet on the floor, I want to find him. Right, just taking my paper pattern off my chart. The weather was bonkers. We had a whole slew of different weather today. We had rain, we had bright, can't see sun coming in our eyes. We had fog, and then going down through the lakes up the side of the hills, the cloud was kind of racing up the side of the hills. It was quite unusual. I tried to get a picture of it, but it might not have come out. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have inserted that anyway, so it doesn't matter, because you've already seen it. So yeah, quite straightforward rundown, and did some stitching. So I pulled Night Walk down this morning, which I have not stitched on for over 2 years, and I don't know why. I don't know why I've not stitched on it. It's been lovely. The fabric's lovely to stitch on, and yeah, don't know why. Turns out, even though I have a pouch full of threads, mostly silks that were acquired from my grandmother's possessions when she passed. There's some lovely hanks of both very, very shiny and really nice matte silks in there, very variegated in their colours, and there's some overdyes and some DMCs and things like that in there, but I didn't have a great range with me, and of course I just pulled out the pouch. So I am going to go back and stitch more on this because I need a few different colours which I can pick from my overdyes that I've got now. So I'll show you what I did today. I've done her dress to here. The colour is actually subtly different from the fabric. I do really like it. It is quite similar to the fabric. I was working it in lines, so it is quite stripy. That was deliberate. And I was going to do the pattern on her dress, but I don't have a colour to do the outside of the pattern, so I did the inside of the pattern in something blue. I think it's Bluebell. I've got a very, very rustly bag in there. It's got no label on it. Its label is here. Blueberry, a gentle art blueberry, which is going to be her sleeve as well. So it's a really nice colour, quite subtle, quite a nice grey blue colour. I think it's different from the one in the border. I remember now why I put this down. The border along the bottom changes. If I can find a picture. That's a piece of pattern. There it is. The border along the bottom looks the same in the sample. Right, okay. So the sample shows the border exactly the same all the way across. So that's what I stitched because I got myself into a rut of doing the pattern there. But on the actual chart, you can see quite clearly the pattern changes in the middle. And once I realised I'd done it wrong, I kind of just came to a slidey stop with it. And the border at the top is different as well. Yet the border on the border on the sample that's been stitched looks the same all the way across. So you know what I'm going to do, because I carried on because I just saw the border identical all the way round. On the chart, this has got one of the colours in it, and it looks quite different. So I thought I'd made a mistake all the way along here, so I stopped. But I'm just going to do the same border all the way round like the sample in my colours, which are completely different. As you can clearly see, my colours are very, very different because I'm using these random silks and whatever else I fancied along the way. And my owl is done in etoile, little owl there that isn't finished. He's done in etoile. So yeah, it's very different, but I'm really happy with it, and I really just need to get on with this because I don't understand why I didn't. I love the pattern, I love the lady, I love her hair. I really should just finish it. I don't think it's hard to get it done, and it's been left so long. So I also put in 800 stitches into my treasure hunt bookshelf, which hasn't really touched the side because I think I need about 6,000 to finish the month, but 800's 800, and I've done 823 and 310. So most of the 310, I went along the top here, I came up here, there was a little bit here, and I came across the top and some down here, and then I've been filling in these big, I left, look, there's a big chunk there, and I've come down here in a big chunk. That bit's nearly, I think that bit might be done, that bit down there, all that black. Yes, because I've joined up in here to do this piece here, and then this here is all black, and there's a lot of black here. So I've still got a good chunk of black I can do tomorrow or the next day. And then I'll pick out any random 823 and 310s in this bit here, and then we'll move on to some other colours to get my stitches in for the month. I'm going to just leave the Q-snap where it is for December and fill in whatever I can around and about, obviously with some brighter colours because stitching in 310 and 823 is a bit dark and monotonous, but actually in the car it was really useful to be stitching in a very high contrast to my fabric. We'll see what I pull tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new start, so it's odds on it's going to be another one of the bugs, which if it is, it'll be the fourth on that piece of fabric, because I'm going to be able to get 4 on each piece of fabric. So I've got 2 pieces of fabric because I thought it would not go on the one, obviously. So that's fine. So I brought that with me in case that's what it comes out tomorrow. And if it's anything else, then everything should be in the bag. Okay, so yesterday I pulled a little pouch, one of my little pouches. So I'm going to draw for that now. There aren't anywhere near as many comments on the video. I think we're getting a little bit of Flossmas fatigue, which is fine, because those of you who have entered, there's a better chance of you winning. The only thing I'll do is if it's the same, because it's the same people commenting, if I pull a duplicate winner, I will pull again, just to give somebody else a chance. If you've already won a giveaway from me this year, I'll draw again. I'm just very conscious that the comments now are coming from exactly the same people, because thank you very much. You're watching me every day and you're commenting, which is lovely. So, but I don't want them all. I want them to go to different people, my 12 giveaways. Right, anyway, I've fetched my comment. Anything goes. Yeah, it says 24. There should be more than 24 comments. I'm just going to check that. How many? December the 13th. Dashboard. No, there should be 45 comments. Let me check what I've just... No, wrong video. That'll be what I've done. This video. Share. Copy link. That should be the one. Right. I just realised that was not the right... I said there was less, but there shouldn't have been that less. Let's just go back into there and paste a different link. Fetch, continue. 44. It says 44. I think there's probably a few replies and things on there. Anyway, that's all I can do. Right, so let's do that. Pick a winner. Mad Iffy. Right, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Mad Iffy. Mad Iffy. Have a safe road trip. We did. We got here safely. I'm going to put that on the screen here. Put the screenshot of that on the screen here. So if it sounds like your YouTube name, look up, check it's you, and send me a message on Instagram, and we'll sort out postal address and the pouch is yours. Okay? Right, that's that done. Okay, so tomorrow it's a nice leisurely start and mooch in to Cambridge, meet up with Maddie. I'm going to go for a bit of a walking tour, and then we'll take her out in the evening for a nice meal, and then staying over in Cambridge tomorrow night, and then driving up the road on Saturday. So another nice relaxy day. Bit easier being in central Cambridge tomorrow, which means we can set out on foot and car will be safe, parked up in the hotel car park, which would be nice because usually I'm playing hopscotch with the car parks. Those of you who remembered me always going on about having to move the car from car park to car park to car park in Cambridge because there's nowhere to park. And some of the car parks are very expensive and some of the car parks are not, and you've got to kind of just peg it just right. Anyway, none of that tomorrow. We'll probably just have to park in the Grand Arcade for a couple of hours when we get there until we can go and check in, and then the car will be safe in the car park, so that'll be fine, and then we can use our feet and walk. And yeah, it'll be lovely. It'll be lovely to see my girl. I haven't seen her since I dropped her off. It's been a while. And yeah, just do some bits, kind of do a little bit more Christmas shopping in particularly want to pop to Flying Tiger, which we don't have anything of the like up by me, and that's always good for stocking fillers and things like that. Those of you in the UK who don't live down south who've got one somewhere near. I think some of the big shopping centres in the Midlands will probably have them as well, but they're really good for little bits and bobs. And see what I can pick up for stocking fillers, and I just need a few little random items really now. As I say, it's not a huge Christmas. Most of the large presents I'm getting are already in process, so that's fine. And yeah, finally got my act together and got some bits done. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to finish drinking my wine out of my little tooth glass. I think it is. I don't know what it is anyway. Cheers. And I will see you tomorrow morning for bag opening. And I should most definitely be able to get some stitching in tomorrow, because it's a nice leisurely day, which is going to be lovely. It's really nice to be away and not have any responsibility, and everybody's where they should be and everybody's safe, and it's just nice to just get away, I suppose. Right, I will see you tomorrow morning, and all is good. We'll open a new bag and see what the day after tomorrow's giveaway is going to be. Oh crikey, the month is rattling on, guys. I'm really pleased I've worked on Night Walk Down. I don't know why I've had some sort of mental block about it for 2 years. And it's such a beautiful pattern. I bought this as soon as I could get it in the UK. You know what? I didn't. I bought that from 123stitch.com. That's where I got Night Walk Down from. That's when I ordered it. Which will have been 2019. I've had that on the go for far too long. I need to pull my finger out. It's a beautiful picture. I just need to get it done, don't I? I know I've said that about just about every whip I've pulled out. Anyway, I've said goodbye about 6 times now. I will see you in the morning. Bye bye.